So I just finished up the last of my lunch. There's a little bit of drama there for a moment because they want to do this CAT scan, and I need to have the CAT scan done. But you can't have food or drink for several hours. With a low blood sugar, I have to eat. So they were going back and forth, and I finally called to the nurse's station and said, "I'm sorry, I have to eat." And they come running in here and said, "No, just wait 1 minute." And then she said, "Okay, they've canceled the CAT scan for now. You can go ahead and eat." And I gotta tell you, this was the best food I've ever eaten. Not just because for the first time, that's the irony of this. The food service people got every single thing that I asked for, exactly as I asked for it. And then that was the lunch that I couldn't eat, you know? But it just felt so good, and now's when the throbbing headache really hits, as my blood sugar is coming back up. You can already see I have more energy. I just finished, I just finished eating. I have more energy. I'm a little bit more clear thoughted, lucid. How about that? And I'm not shaking a little bit of shakiness, but nothing like what it was. I'm not sweaty. That went away. And the throbbing headache is what kills. I'm going to have to ask for some pain reliever. It's funny because when you're in it, you don't have it. Your head just kind of hurts a little bit. But as your sugar is coming back up, that's when this migraine hits you. And the times when I had dropped, I wanted to clarify. When you've had really high or low blood sugar several times, you start to learn what your cues are. For instance, mine starts with shakiness and doesn't necessarily start with hunger, which is surprising. Mine starts with shakiness and then progresses on to starting to feel really tired, really run down. And that's the key point. I'll come back to that. Then it goes on to getting sweaty, and your head starts to hurt a little bit. And then it goes to a crotchety old bear, who doesn't want to be touched or anything and can get kind of verbal and loud. And that's when Mama Bear is no longer in control of her mouth or her brain or anything else. And that's a weird thing, being told afterwards things you said and did that you're, it's not you, it's a weird thing. Very surreal. But the key is, the reason why I got so sick those 2 times that I told you about is because in the stages where my cues were starting to set in, those were days when I wasn't feeling well, so I was already taking a nap and sleeping, so I slept through those cues, so that by the time somebody woke me up, I was deep into crotchety bear. And at that point, you are beyond being able to take care of yourself. And that's why this is such a deadly disease, because if I did not have my husband and my son and my mother-in-law to notice those cues and to force me to drink some juice and to make myself come back, I could go into a coma and die. I would just sleep until I died. And the reason this didn't happen, I had all the other things, the shakiness and all. I didn't have the crotchety bear because I didn't sleep through that phase. I felt my cues coming, and I knew I have to eat. It got as bad as it did because I had to wait as long as I did. I'm interested to see what my blood sugar will be next time they check it. I want to clarify, because my sugars are so low, I don't want you to be confused. I have not given myself any insulin today. It's not a matter of too much insulin. I haven't given myself any at all. And they've been pumping me with juice and all, and my sugars still aren't coming up. But I feel, for the first time today, I feel like I might get close to normal now. This was a good solid lunch. It had protein, it had carbs, and that's the key. That's what all this is about, is because just as gas for your car, it's what runs it, sugar for your brain. That's why when you get in the afternoon and you start feeling a little hungry, you also start feeling kind of distracted and you're not quite all there. You go get a candy bar or a soda and you feel yourself come back. It's the sugar. Your brain needs it as fuel. And if you don't feed it, the engine dies. And so it's a fine balance you have to walk, because you can get, just crap sugar, which comes from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates turn to sugar in your body. So chips and french fries and all that stuff, there's no nutritional value to those. They're just crap carbs. However, you can eat complex carbs like whole wheats and whole grains, which will turn to sugar, but they're more slowly processed by your body. It doesn't spike you up and then drop you down. And so it's a balance you have to learn. You have to learn yourself. You have to learn your body. And but I'm glad to report, in case anybody was worried, you're going to see all these probably around the same time. But I have 2 more from last night to put on, and then I have several now from today. But I don't know if I'll take a nap or not. I called in. I want the doctor to come talk to me and tell what's going on, so we'll see. But I just wanted to give you an update so that you weren't worried, and to help you understand it a little bit better, That way, if you ever come across someone who's low blood sugar, you might be able to recognize the cues. And more important, if they do get crotchety or bare, don't take it personally, because they don't mean it. They're literally not in control at that point. So that's the Satan coming out at that point, But I love you guys. Thank you.
No, it's not.
Turn it off.
Your morphine right here.